Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber are back in the spotlight, and this time they're doing it internationally in a way that has everyone talking. The couple has jetted off to Tokyo, leaving all the drama and divorce rumors behind in the United States, and honestly, it's making people wonder what's really going on with these two. Before we dive deeper into this whole situation, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're about to spill all the tea on what's happening with the Biebers in Japan, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single detail. Tokyo has always been a special place for Justin and Hailey Bieber. It's their go-to destination whenever they need to escape or promote something big, and this trip is no different. The reason behind their current visit is the Skylark pop-up shops that are running in Tokyo from December 4th through the 7th between 10 in the morning and 8 at night. These pop-up shops are a big deal for Hailey's brand, and she's making sure to be there in person to connect with her Japanese fans and customers. The couple has been spotted all over Tokyo walking around the streets, looking like they're having the time of their lives despite all the noise back home. Hailey herself has been very vocal about her love for Tokyo in various interviews and conversations. She recently sat down for an interview where she gushed about how Japan is one of her absolute favorite destinations in the entire world. She talked about how if she had just 48 hours to spend in Tokyo, she would start her day by getting a matcha, which is very on brand for her wellness-focused lifestyle. Then she would head over to Shibuya to do some vintage shopping because apparently the vintage scene in Tokyo is unmatched. After that, she would treat herself to a delicious lunch featuring ramen tempura and gyoza because, let's be honest, Japanese food is incredible. For dinner, she mentioned she would probably go to Shima Steak, which she described as so good and so amazing. And then here's the kicker. She said she would literally just repeat the same thing the next day because she never gets tired of going there. That's some serious love for Tokyo right there. But let's be real, this Tokyo trip is coming at a very interesting time. The Biebers have been dealing with constant divorce rumors for what feels like forever now. Every single day there seems to be a new rumor or speculation about their marriage falling apart. People on social media are constantly analyzing every little thing they do or don't do together. It's gotten to the point where even the smallest interaction between them gets dissected and turned into some kind of proof that they're either madly in love or on the verge of divorce. The internet just can't seem to make up its mind about what's really happening with Justin and Hailey. Recently, a video from Justin Bieber's Twitch stream with Hailey went viral, and it sparked a whole new wave of speculation and commentary. In the video, Justin and Hailey are having what seems like a very normal, everyday conversation about their schedule. Justin asks Hailey what day it is and mentions that he kind of wants to go somewhere and get away for a few days. Hailey responds by reminding him that he is to work and tells him that today is Tuesday. It's literally just a regular conversation between a married couple trying to coordinate their schedules, but the internet had a field day with it. The comments on that video were absolutely wild. People were reading into every single word and facial expression, trying to find hidden meanings that probably weren't even there. Some comments said things like exhausted from what exactly, or being so rich you don't remember the day. Others claimed that Justin seems like he's mentally draining Hailey's soul, or that the whole interaction was just depressing to watch. There were comments saying that when you're not happy, you're tired, and that Hailey must be pretending to be okay in the marriage. Some people even went as far as to say that Hailey has to work to feed her son and Justin and pay his debts, which is a pretty intense accusation to make based on a 30-second clip. But here's the thing that a lot of people missed. Apparently, in the full version of that stream, right after the part that went viral, Justin immediately says, "Okay, Friday," with a smile on his face. This suggests that they actually worked out their schedule and made plans to go on a little getaway on Friday after Hailey finished her work commitments on Thursday. So what started as people thinking this was proof of marital problems was actually just Justin being a considerate husband by checking in with his wife's schedule before making travel plans. But of course that context didn't go as viral as the initial clip because drama spreads faster than clarification on the internet. The reality is that everything Justin and Hailey do gets overshadowed by the constant drama and speculation surrounding their relationship. They can't even promote Hailey's business ventures without people in the comment section saying things like, "Oh, here they are just trying to save face," or "She's only in Tokyo to stop the divorce rumors." It must be incredibly exhausting to live your life with these narratives constantly following you around. Every business trip becomes about their marriage. Every social media post gets analyzed for clues about their relationship status. Every time they're photographed together or apart, it becomes a whole thing. Now, some people might argue that Justin and Hailey are partly responsible for attracting this type of attention to themselves. There's always something going on in their world. There's always some action or inaction that makes people think something must be wrong. They grab onto it, the media runs with it, people make videos about it, and then the comment sections explode with theories and opinions. If they didn't engage so much with the internet, or if they kept more of their personal lives private, maybe it wouldn't overshadow their actual projects and business ventures. But at the same time, they're celebrities living in the social media age where privacy is almost impossible and where fans feel entitled to know everything about their favorite stars. Speaking of Tokyo, though, let's talk about how incredible this city actually is. Japan in general is an amazing destination that often gets painted as this exclusive place that only wealthy people can afford to visit. But that's not entirely true. The creator of the original content shared their own experience of visiting Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, and it was such a beautiful reminder that travel doesn't have to be reserved for the rich and famous. They went to Japan with their husband about 2 or 3 years ago, and they described it as an honor, a magical experience, a dream come true, and a life-changing trip. And here's the best part, they made it happen through careful planning and saving. They saved for about 3 to 4 years before their trip and bought their plane tickets a year in advance. Those tickets ended up costing them just $400 round trip, which is incredibly affordable for an international flight to Japan. Once you're there, your money, especially if you're coming from the United States with dollars, tends to last a lot longer than you might expect. Travel within Japan is very affordable. Food is very affordable if you're not eating at 5-star restaurants every meal. Even attractions like Tokyo Disneyland are way more affordable than their American counterparts. While a ticket to Disneyland in the United States might cost you around $250, they only paid $45 per ticket to visit Tokyo Disney. That's a massive difference that makes the whole trip way more accessible. The key to making Japan happen on a regular budget is planning ahead and being smart about your spending. Instead of going out to dinner or date night at places like Cheesecake Factory, where a meal for 2 can easily cost $70, you take that $70 and put it toward your travel fund. They saved by putting away $10, $15, or $20 every single week for 2 to 3 years before their trip. It adds up faster than you might think. They also didn't tell anyone about their plans because not everyone wants to see you win, and announcing your goals too early can sometimes jinx them or bring negative energy. They only told the creator's mom and their best friend, who takes care of their dogs. Everyone else found out when they posted surprise "we're in Japan" on social media. Another important tip is to buy everything ahead of time. Book your flights early. Book your accommodations early. Do your research on what you want to see and do. The more you plan in advance, the more money you can save and the better deals you can find. Obviously, everyone's situation is different. If you have children, or if you're taking care of elderly parents, or if you're the sole earner in your household, your ability to save might be limited. But for those who have the flexibility, even small amounts saved consistently over time can make a big trip possible. It's not about being rich, it's about being disciplined and intentional with your money. Beyond the affordability factor, Japan is just an incredible place to experience. The people are amazing. The atmosphere is beautiful and elegant. It feels like a completely different world compared to the United States. There's a deep sense of respect for one another. People understand and honor personal space. There's respect for volume and how loud you speak in public spaces. Public transportation is incredibly clean and efficient. The streets are spotless. The technology is cutting edge and futuristic. There's very little visible homelessness. It's a place that leaves a lasting impression on anyone who visits. It's the kind of destination that you cherish forever and feel honored to have experienced. The food scene in Japan deserves its own recognition. 7-Eleven in Japan is not like 7-Eleven in America at all. It's basically a gourmet convenience store where you can get actually delicious fresh food. The original content creator was so excited about Japanese 7-Eleven that they filmed an entire food haul showing all the things they bought and tried. They got curry bread with beef inside that had a sweet and spicy flavor with bread that tasted surprisingly sweet. They tried a pizza bun that they had been watching videos about for months before their trip, and while it was pretty basic, it still had a unique quality to it. They got a potato croquette that wasn't like a Cuban croquette, but still had that familiar smell and taste. They tried rice with soy sauce broth that was simple, but incredibly flavorful. They also got rice with seaweed and bonito broth, which had a fishy taste, but was still enjoyable. And, of course, they got a corn dog that was so full of flavor they didn't even need ketchup, mustard, or mayo, which is saying something. The excitement in their voice when talking about 7-Eleven was genuine and contagious. They spent hours before their trip watching videos of people eating 7-Eleven food in Japan. They were more excited to eat convenience store food than most people are about fancy restaurants. And honestly, that's what makes travel so special. It's not always about the expensive experiences or the luxury hotels. Sometimes it's about discovering that the local 7-Eleven has better food than half the restaurants back home. It's about being open to new experiences and finding joy in unexpected places. Tokyo Disney was also on their itinerary, and they were planning to try lots of different foods and experiences there as well. The whole trip was about immersing themselves in the culture, trying new things, and making memories that would last a lifetime. And that's exactly what Justin and Hailey Bieber are doing right now with their current Tokyo visit, except they're mixing business with pleasure by promoting Skylark while also enjoying everything the city has to offer. Getting back to the Biebers, the reality is that they're going to face scrutiny no matter what they do. If they stay in the United States, people will speculate. If they travel internationally, people will say they're running from their problems. If they post about each other, people will say it's performative. If they don't post about each other, people will say they're hiding something. They literally cannot win when it comes to public opinion. The divorce rumors will continue regardless of how happy they appear or how many romantic getaways they take together. That's just the nature of being famous in this era of social media and constant connectivity. What matters at the end of the day is that they seem to be living their lives on their own terms. They're promoting Hailey's business. They're spending time in a city they both love. They're making plans for little getaways when their schedules align. They're being a normal married couple as much as they can be given their level of fame. Whether people believe their relationship is genuine or not doesn't change the fact that they're still together, still working on their projects, and still showing up for each other in whatever way works for them. The Tokyo trip is a reminder that there's a whole world out there beyond the gossip and speculation. There are beautiful cities to explore, incredible food to try, and amazing experiences to have. Whether you're a celebrity like the Biebers or just someone saving up for years to make a dream trip happen, Tokyo is a destination that welcomes everyone. It's a place where you can lose yourself in the culture, appreciate the attention to detail in everything from the food to the public spaces, and come away feeling changed by the experience. So while everyone else is busy analyzing every frame of Justin's Twitch stream or counting how many times Justin and Hailey hold hands in public, maybe we should all take a step back and appreciate that they're out there living their lives. They're working hard on their respective careers. They're traveling to amazing places. They're dealing with the same scheduling conflicts and work obligations that every couple deals with. The only difference is that their conversations get recorded and turned into viral moments that millions of people dissect and debate. The internet will always have opinions. The comment sections will always be full of people who think they know what's really going on behind closed doors. But the truth is, none of us really know what happens in anyone else's relationship. We only see the tiny fragments that get shared publicly, and we fill in the blanks with our own assumptions and projections. Maybe Justin and Hailey are blissfully happy. Maybe they're working through challenges like every long-term couple does. Maybe the truth is somewhere in between. But whatever the reality is, it's theirs to navigate, not ours to judge.